Hi, everybody. John Riesen here, and I am a professional opera singer, classical crossover singer, recording artist, and all around social media and promotional enthusiast. And I wanted to make a video specifically for my operatic crowd about the importance of social media, the importance of streaming, the importance of self promotion in this current climate of our industry. And this is a pretty intense topic that a lot of people struggle with. Especially because in the past it was unnecessary, and I run into more and more fellow opera singers and crossover singers who say, "Oh, but I'm so used to a different era," and I completely appreciate that. And I just want to start this video by sharing transparently the benefits and effects that social media and streaming can have on a career in the operatic world and, of course, in the crossover world. A good example is myself. I've never had the opportunity yet, because I'm young, to perform at the Met or La Scala or Paris Opera or Los Angeles Opera. I do hope someday that will come true, and I'm not complaining about my career. I love the career I've built. But even so, I have 80,000 followers on Instagram. I have over 10 million streams on Spotify, and I've got probably 10 to 12 different sponsor partnerships that have paid me to wear clothing, to wear suits, to wear belts, to wear shoes in my performances, for the product for free, and then payment for doing it just for posting on my Instagram because my audience is pretty wide. I've had many videos go viral, which has led to opportunities to record, once again, paid opportunities, or to perform in places that never had heard of me just because I had 10 million views on a video. Now, there is a learning curve to it, but I'm happy to share a whole bunch of simple ideas here just to get the ball rolling. And I think I'm going to try and make a series out of this to see if it's worthwhile for everyone. And if there is enthusiasm, if there are questions, I'll answer the questions and see if this becomes helpful, because I really think this is the way that we're going to reach a new audience, a younger audience, and get more butts and seats in this new world. So let me start backwards. I mentioned social media. This is a big problem that I run into a lot, where I have friends who perform all over the world, Grammy-winning friends, Tony-winning friends, friends who have sung leading roles at the Met, at La Scala, at what have you. And you have no following of note, and you have no audience of note, and because of that, you don't have any passive income that you could be making from sponsorships, recordings, and social media and streaming, and you also are not reaching an audience to bring with you to anywhere you go, which are people who will buy tickets to watch you sing. A good example is recently I've had several of my Instagram followers message me asking where I am, and they fly to that symphony or to that regional opera company. They buy tickets and they watch. That in itself, if I can do it, talk about the upper echelon of the opera industry being able to do it. And so here's a couple simple things to start with. There are settings within your Instagram, for instance, that you can look into very quickly to find out if you have the right settings on. For instance, do you have a personal account or a professional account? That's as easy as a click of a button. It changes nothing else. It's free to do. It takes you 10 seconds to find out. A personal account, often private. I find a lot of opera singers have private accounts for whatever reason. It astounds me. Just turn it to a professional account, and suddenly your videos and your pictures will reach more people. That's just a simple setting you can change immediately, and I highly encourage looking into it. And for the many of you who are like, "Oh, but I want a personal page," great. Keep your personal page and then make a second page. You're allowed to have an infinite number of pages. Just make another page for free and make that your work page, your singing page. And dedicate 5 minutes every few days to putting content up there. Now, what kind of content? This is where we start getting into the bulk of the stuff. And I'm going to have to do many videos about this, maybe more specifically. What I found was really effective was finding hooks, which are visual and visual, audio, and text that you put on the screen. Things to draw people in, especially non-followers in the first few seconds, so that the algorithms on Instagram will start continuing to promote it. Because you don't want to reach fellow opera singers. You want to watch people who will come listen to the opera. And that's the big mistake everyone makes, is they only follow other singers. And surely we must support each other. Surely we must follow each other. But you want non-opera singers as your followers, because they will buy stuff from you, or they will come see you perform. That's the point of social media when used as a tool, when used as a work tool. So, here's an example of a hook. Hey everybody, did you know that? You had a physical hook, I had the enthusiasm, and then I was about to say something that might have been informative. But in that amount of time, you probably wouldn't have swiped away yet. And that in itself just unlocked the algorithm. Go ahead, try it, seriously. Pick a fact, an opera singing fact or a classical music fact, try it, add text. I guarantee you'll get more views than you used to. Another tool that most people don't realize is out there is trial mode. Trial mode is a simple button click. If you go to upload a reel on Instagram, it will skip all of your followers and go to non-followers and only to non-followers. It's as easy as can be, and if a post does well, you might get 5, 10, 15, 20, or more followers from it. I mean, if you do that and it compounds, it leads to hundreds, it leads to thousands, it leads to tens of thousands, and that's what I've done to build my own account. You can even repost other people's content by using the remix function, which is literally just the button that says remix and then personalizing it, or making your version of a viral reel in your niche. A good one is, I bet you didn't know that blah, 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 blah in the opera industry, that you could use that hook and use your thing, and it could go viral. And once you have one video go viral, it's much easier to get more because there's kind of a lock on there, a silent lock on your content. So anyways, this is already a long video to get things started, but I do have a channel that I've started on my own personal Instagram, which is at John Riesen, JohnRiesen. There's a reason why it's Riesen. So silly. For you. And in that channel, I literally post reels from influencers that are giving tips on how they went viral. And it takes very little time to make content. If you go look at my page, some of those posts took me 30 seconds to make. 30 seconds. And yet they got me 1,000 followers from that post. And I highly encourage everyone in our industry to keep trying, because this is how we get audiences back. This is how we get sales. This is how we get streaming. This is how we get sponsorships and passive income. And I'll do a whole nother video about the idea of session singing and being hired by songwriters and composers to sing out of your closet in your house and make money that way. We are some of the most trained singers in the world, so you should be able to take advantage of it at home for money. So anyways, I hope you're all doing wonderfully. And once again, I'm John Riesen, and this is just going to be free help for opera singers.